Welcome to our vlog series, where we explore the world and share with you the do's and don'ts of travel. In this episode, we highlight the 10 things that no traveler should do while visiting Spain. From cultural faux pas to tourist traps, we've got you covered. So sit back, relax, and join us on this journey of discovery. Number 10. Don't ignore the local customs and culture. When traveling to a new place, it's important to be respectful of the local customs and culture. Here are a few reasons why. It shows that you value and appreciate the local community and their way of life. It can help you avoid offending people or accidentally disrespecting their traditions. It can also lead to more meaningful interactions and connections with locals, as they will likely appreciate your efforts to understand and respect their culture. Some tips for being respectful of local customs include researching the customs and norms of the area before you go, dressing appropriately for the culture and climate, learning a few key phrases in the local language, being mindful of your body language and nonverbal cues, avoiding behaviors that may be considered rude or offensive in the local culture. By taking the time to understand and appreciate the local customs and culture, you'll be able to have a more meaningful and enjoyable experience during your travels. Number 9. Don't leave your valuables unattended or show them off in public. Here are some relevant points to consider when it comes to keeping your valuables safe. Keep your valuables in a secure location whenever possible, such as a locked safe or a locked drawer. If you must bring your valuables with you in public, keep them out of sight and close to your body. For example, you might wear a money belt or a crossbody bag that can be easily zipped up. Avoid showing off your valuables in public, as this can make you a target for thieves. For example, if you're wearing expensive jewelry or carrying a designer bag, try to keep it low-key. Be aware of your surroundings at all times and trust your gut instincts. If you feel unsafe or uncomfortable, move to a different location or seek help from a trusted authority figure. Finally, consider investing in travel insurance or other forms of protection for your valuables. This can provide peace of mind and financial protection in the event of loss or theft. Number 8. Don't expect everyone to speak English, try to learn some basic Spanish. Learning a basic level of Spanish can be extremely helpful, especially if you plan to travel to or live in a Spanish-speaking country. It can also be a great way to connect with Spanish-speaking friends or colleagues. Here are a few reasons why learning some basic Spanish is a good idea. It can help you navigate everyday situations, like ordering food or asking for directions. Speaking Spanish can show respect for the language and culture of Spanish-speaking communities. Learning a new language can improve cognitive function and help keep your brain sharp. Number 7. Don't forget to validate your metro, bus, or train tickets before boarding. Validating your tickets is an important step to ensure a hassle-free commute. Here are some reasons why you should always validate your tickets before boarding. Ticket validation helps deter fare evasion and ensures that everyone pays their fair share for using public transportation. Failure to validate your ticket can result in a fine or penalty, which can be a costly mistake. Validating your ticket also helps to keep track of the number of people using the transportation system, which can help with future planning and improvement. Remember, it's always better to be safe than sorry, so don't forget to validate your tickets before boarding your metro, bus, or train. Number 6. Don't be loud and disruptive, especially at night. Being considerate of others is an important aspect of being a good neighbor. Here are some additional tips to keep in mind to maintain a peaceful and harmonious community. Avoid parking in front of your neighbor's property or blocking their driveway. Be mindful of how your actions may affect your neighbors, such as playing loud music or watching TV. Avoid coming up late from your daily travel activities. Try not to shower or cook late at night. Number 5. Don't visit major tourist spots during peak hours, try to go early or late. Here are some additional tips for avoiding crowds and making the most of your visit to popular tourist destinations. Consider visiting during the off-season if possible. Not only will you avoid the crowds, but prices for accommodations and activities may be lower. Do some research beforehand to find out when the busiest times are and plan your visit accordingly. For example, many museums offer free or discounted admission on certain days or during certain hours. Consider taking a guided tour or hiring a local guide. They can often help you navigate the crowds and provide insider information that you might not find in a guidebook. If you do end up visiting during peak hours, try to focus on the less popular areas of the attraction. For example, at a theme park, focus on the rides and attractions that are located farther from the main entrance. And don't forget to be patient and courteous with your fellow travelers. Everyone is there to enjoy the experience, so try to make the most of it and have fun. Number 4. Don't litter or damage public property. Here are some ways to expand on the importance of not littering or damaging public property. Littering harms the environment and can be harmful to wildlife. Trash that is left on the ground can end up in waterways, causing pollution and threatening aquatic life. Additionally, wildlife can mistake litter for food, which can be harmful or even fatal. Damaging public property is not only illegal, but it also harms the community as a whole. Public property, such as parks or playgrounds, is meant for everyone to enjoy, and damaging them can limit access and enjoyment for others. Littering and damaging public property can also cost taxpayers money. Cleaning up litter or repairing damaged property requires resources and funding that could be better used elsewhere. By taking care of public property and not littering, we can create a cleaner, safer, and more enjoyable community for all. Number 3. Don't forget to tip in restaurants or cafes. 10% is common. Adding a tip to your bill is a common practice when dining out in many parts of the world. Here are a few things to keep in mind when tipping at restaurants or cafes. In some countries, such as the United States, tipping is expected, as servers typically rely on tips as part of their income. The standard tip amount is typically around 10% of the total bill, but this can vary depending on the level of service you received. If the service was exceptional, you may want to consider tipping more. Some restaurants may automatically include a service charge on the bill, so be sure to check before adding an additional tip. If you are unsure about the tipping culture in a particular country, it's always a good idea to do some research ahead of time. Remember, tipping is a way to show appreciation for good service and is not meant to be a burden. By tipping appropriately, you are helping to support those in the service industry and ensuring they are properly compensated for their hard work. Number 2. Don't assume that all parts of Spain are the same. Each region has its own unique culture and traditions. In fact, Spain is known for its diversity in culture and traditions. Here are some examples of how different regions in Spain vary from one another. Catalonia is known for its unique language, Catalan, and its vibrant modernist architecture, especially in the city of Barcelona. Andalusia is famous for its flamenco dancing and Moorish-influenced architecture, such as the Alhambra Palace in Granada. Basque Country, known for its distinct language, Euskara, and its cuisine, particularly pinchos, small tapas-style dishes. Galicia is famous for its seafood and Celtic-influenced music and festivals. Valencia is known for its paella and the Las Fallas festival, which involves the burning of huge sculptures. So if you're planning a trip to Spain, don't be afraid to explore beyond the typical tourist destinations and discover the unique culture and traditions of each region. Number 1. Don't forget to try the local food and drinks. Here are some reasons why trying local food and drinks is a must-do activity during your travels. You get to experience the unique flavors and cooking methods of the region, which can be very different from what you're used to at home. It's a great way to immerse yourself in the local culture and connect with the people who live there. You might even learn about the history and traditions behind certain dishes or drinks. You'll often find that local food and drinks are more affordable than eating at touristy restaurants or buying imported goods. By supporting local businesses, you're helping to sustain the local economy and promote sustainable tourism. So don't be afraid to step outside your culinary comfort zone and try something new. Whether it's a street food stall, a cozy mom and pop restaurant, or a trendy cocktail bar, the local food and drink scene is sure to be a highlight of your trip. While watching this clip, it seems like you are planning a trip to this beautiful country soon. Overall, Spain is a wonderful country with a rich culture and history. By being respectful of the local customs and people, you can have an amazing and memorable trip. Don't forget to take lots of photos and enjoy the delicious food and drinks. And that's it for today's vlog. Thank you so much for watching and joining us on this adventure. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.